everyone, welcome back to another exciting episode of Attack on TCG, where today we have a Dragon Ball Super deck profile for you. But before we get into that, hit that like, subscribe button if you're a fan of the card game, a fan of the show. We do bring out 2 deck profiles a week. We do bring out 2 deck duels a week. The first duel is always based on the 2 deck profiles we do, and the second duel is based on previous decks we've made that we've not had a chance to face off to each other yet. And pretty soon, we're going to do a third installment of the Dragon Ball TCG, which is going against the meta. We build a meta deck, and then we try to use some of our older decks we built before and see how they stand up against the meta. That being said, most likely the meta will win, but maybe we'll get some fun results out of that. Who knows? If you have anything you want to see, put in the comments down below. That does incorporate deck profiles. So if there's any leaders you want to see us do, or any deck systems you want us to do, because today's deck profile is actually based on a request. We were asked to do the Red Vegito leader. Now, this is an interesting leader that I'm starting to like more and more. And I say it because I didn't actually make this deck, Fluff did, but Fluff couldn't be here to actually go over it, so I kind of had to look it over for a moment just to see what it was like, how to play it correctly. I think I got it down. So this particular leader has a permanent that each Son Goku and Vegeta in all your areas gains red, blue, and green colors. Its auto is that when this card attacks, place up to 1 card from the top of your deck and put it in the drop area. If that card is red, this card gains 5,000 power for the duration of the turn. So if you happen to draw a blue Goku, because this card's permanent, it's considered red as well. So that works. Of course, though, once your life gets to 4 or less, you may flip this card over. You may draw 2 cards and flip this card over. Once he's flipped over, comes the Fusion Warrior Super Saiyan Vegito. Now, he has the same permanent. Each Son Goku, Vegeta in all your areas gain red, blue, and green colors. But now his auto is, when this card attacks, draw 1 card. So beforehand, he didn't actually draw a card. He just pretty much discard a card from the top of your deck to potentially get more power. So that's nice, but sometimes you're not gaining any resources by doing that. I mean, yes, you're building your drop area up for future plays, which comes in handy for this deck. So maybe holding off on attacking may be the best choice, because you don't want to give your opponent resources if you're not getting resources for it. So you kind of want to decide when to actually attack and when not to attack. But once he's awakened, you get to draw a card, so go ahead and attack away. So he also, though, gets the ability, though, if there are 10 or more total Son Gokus and Vegetas in your drop area, this card gains 5,000 power and double strike for the duration of the turn. Pretty simple. So, looking over this deck, I didn't exactly know the best way of kind of showcasing it. So, the way I'm going to do it, I'm going to show the Gokus, the Vegetas, and then from there go into the fusion stuff. So, the first card I'm going to show off will be we have 3 of the Comrades Combined Son Goku. It's a 3 cost, 1,500 power, 15,000 power. When you play this card, though, look up to 7 cards from your top of your deck. And I do apologize, the holographic on this card is very fun, let's put it that way. But you choose up to 1 blue Vegeta among them with energy cost of 3 or less, and play it in rest mode. Then place the remaining cards on the bottom of your deck in any order you choose. Now, by doing this you're going to see a lot of constant themes with this deck. It brings a Vegeta to the field when you play Goku. It's pretty nice by doing that, because Vegito requires both of those on the field to do that. So for 3 costs, you can potentially bring out your Vegito right then and there. But we also do play 2 of the Preface of Recovery Son Gokus, which is a nice 3-drop, 15,000 with barrier. But his ability, though, is that when you play this card, choose 2 of your energies and switch them to active mode. So potentially on turn 3, this might be your ideal card to drop if you don't have no other choices, because you drop him first, then he gives you back 2 energy. So initially you're just using 1 energy to bring him out. We played 2 just because, like, so once again, we need Gokus, we need Vegetas. So trying to find ones that have great skills to aid this deck. Now the next one, we play 3 of and this is that Shatter holographic, so I do apologize, but there we go. Resolute Strength Son Goku. So he is a 4-drop if you want to hard cast it. But you can play this card with a 1 blue energy, as long as you have a Super Saiyan Son Goku with energy cost 2 or less on the field, which we do have 3 of those in the deck. We'll get to those in a second. But this card does have barrier, but this card is perfect because of its burst. So its auto is that when a card evolves into this card, choose one card in your life, place it in your drop area. Then choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards with energy cost of 2 or less, ignoring barrier, and place it at the bottom of its owner's deck. Then choose up to one Deadly Defender from your deck or drop area and play it. Then shuffle your deck and look through it. Oh, sorry. If you went through your deck, shuffle it. Shuffle back up. So, nice card to bring up the Vegeta. We actually only play one Deadly Defender Vegeta because of this. Because no matter what you do, this card will bring it back to your field. So if it's in your hand, combo with it before you bring out this Goku. If it's in your deck or drop area, you're perfectly fine because it will bring this card out. That's why we choose to only do one of these. So Deadly Defender Vegeta, barrier, but he does have a permanent where during your opponent's turn, if your leader card is blue and this card is in rest mode, your opponent's cards can't attack leader cards, and this card gains minus 5,000 power. So on your opponent's turns, as long as he's in rest mode, he's technically 15,000, but it stops your opponent from attacking your leader, which is pretty nice. But most likely, if you're bringing this out, he's not staying on the field long because you're going to bring out Vegeta pretty soon. So that's pretty much all of our Goku stuff for one. But let's go ahead and start talking about the Vegetas a little bit. So you saw the Deadly Defender. We do play 3 of the Sneak Attack Vegetas, which also have barriers. And this particular one has the auto that when this card attacks a leader, your opponent chooses one card from their hand and places it on top of their deck. So it's kind of a way of stopping them from gaining resources. So if you bring them out, you attack them, great. Now your opponent has to get rid of a card by putting it on top of their deck, and next turn there's a redraw on that same card. So not really gaining anything from it. So that helps you out a lot in keeping them kind of where you want them. But we do also play 4 of the Double Shot Super Saiyan Vegetas, which is a nice card because it's auto. At the end of the battle, after you combo with this card from your hand, if your leader card is red, play this card in rest mode. So once again, another way to bring out a Vegeta fairly quickly, just for 1 cost, have 3 costs for your field, so that when it comes back to your turn, so if you combo this on your opponent's turn, which you most likely would be doing, or even combo on your turn, it's just a cheaper way of giving out the Vegetas you need to make the ultimate play for Vegito. Now, the next card, I've seen people win with this card. We play 2 at all cost Vegetas. So, its auto is that when you play this card, draw 1 card, then choose up to one of your energies and switch them back to active. So it's a nice way of just giving yourself a card, giving yourself an energy. But it's activate main once per turn. Choose 2 cards in your life, add them to your hand. This card gains 3,000 power for the duration of the turn for each energy you have. Then, if you have 5 or more energy, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards, KO it, and this card gains triple strike for the duration of the turn. So potentially, if you have 5 energy, this card will now be at 35,000 with triple strike, and you're KOing one of your opponent's cards. It could potentially be the home run you need, and for some reason, nothing is working for you in this deck. Now, with all those cards, as you saw, there was no really turn 1 plays. So we decided to put in Vexing Outcome Veku. So he is a 2 cost to hard play him, but you could just pay the 1 and bring him out for a 1 cost as long as you put a Son Goku and Vegeta with the same power from your hand into drop area. So it's turn 1, you bring him out, you attack with him, but his activate main. Place this card in your drop area, choose up to one of each blue Super Saiyan Son Goku, Super Saiyan Vegeta card with energy cost 2 or less from your deck and add them to your hand. Then shuffle your deck, and if you play this card using Union, draw 1 card. So ideally, it's just a nice way of getting potentially more super combos to your hand, or even getting the chance to play the Resolute Strength Son Goku a little bit faster. Which one is that? Yeah, that one right there. Because he just costs 1 blue. So potentially instead of hard casting him for 4, you're going to pay a 2 cost, then a 1, bring him out, brings out Deadly Defender Vegeta, and potentially right then and there you can do your Union Pataras. So, But yeah, he does bring out one each of our Super Saiyan Vegetos or the Super Saiyan Son Gokus, which could just be also used for combo purposes. Just extra resources in your hand to help you do what you need to do. Now, the rest of these cards, battle cards, are our Vegito cards. We play 3 of the Lightning Speed Vegito. So, Union Patora, 3 costs. Son Goku and Vegeta place. So, pretty much you take the Vegeta and Goku on your field, and you put him on top of both of them. The permanent of this card, though, is that this card can attack battle cards that are in active mode. So, it's a great way of kind of clearing out a card that you know your opponent can use in case you can't get the final push on this turn. Get rid of it now. That we have to worry about seeing it later. If not, just attack your opponent's leader. It's auto, though. At the end of battle, after this card attacks, place 10 cards from the top of your deck and put them in your drop area. Then choose one Vegito with 25,000 power from your drop zone and evolve into this evolve it into this card by placing this on top of it. And you put it into active, which is pretty nice. So like you attack with this card, then you get to evolve it and put it back into active. So the next 2 cards are pretty much your prime options for this. And hopefully discarding the 10 cards helps out a lot. And if you're using Vegetto to draw stuff, then you just combo those Vegetos out of your hand in case you need to make sure they're in your drop zone. So the first one, we played 2 of the Repeated Force Vegito. So pretty much, this is either a 5 cost or 7 cost, but with his ability, you can just do it practically free. So he has Triple Strike, but he also has when this card attacks, this card gains 5,000 power for each Son Goku and Vegeta in your drop area for the duration of the turn. So like I mentioned earlier, those Super Saiyan Son Gokus, Super Saiyan Vegetas are just a free 5,000 to combo with. Just comboing with those cards allows you to build this card up better. So potentially, if you happen to have 6, this card gains 30,000 before you even combo yourself. Not bad. The second one, though, is kind of like the Mac Daddy, in my opinion. So we play 2 of the Hyper Rush Super Saiyan Blue Vegetos. So once again, it's either normally a 7 cost hard to cast it for free from your hand, or a 5 cost if you happen to have Goku and Vegeta on the field, or for free for the other Vegito. But his attacks, he has Triple Strike, but his auto, when you play this card, if your leader card is Vegito, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and up to one of the cards in your opponent's hand and place them in the drop area. Then draw 2 cards, and you may choose up to 2 cards in your life and up to your hand for extra resources, because ideally this is the final push. He has Triple Strike, so he's going to do 3 damage when you attack with him. That's the push you want. Now, if all else fails, we have one more card. We do play the Ultimate Force Super Saiyan Blue Vegito. Now, technically, it's either 10 costs or 5 red energy. But if you remember all the blue Gokus and blue Vegetas that's in this deck that you're using for the energy are considered red as well because of the leader's ability. So once you bring him out, this card is 40,000 with triple attack and triple strike. 40,000 attack power. That's not bad. I mean, so that's in case all else fails. We have this option still here to push. So that's pretty much the Vegetos, the Gokus, and the Vegetos. Vegeta, Vegetos, and Gokus in this deck. So the next couple cards are kind of like what we use to help our super combos and a lot of the typical blue engine. So we play the Master Roshi Martial Art Expert because we are definitely dropping a lot of cards into that drop area, especially with the Veku. Immediately you're dropping 3 on turn 1. So this is a great card to have for super combo because as long as you have 5 cards in your drop area, you're getting that draw 1 card as long as on top of the combo. We play 4 objections because once again, if all else fails on that one Vegito, you can fall back and hopefully have 5 energy maybe on turn 4 that could work for using the ultimate Super Saiyan Blue Vegito. So it just helps ramp that energy up that we need. We do also play 4 Senzu Beans, your typical 1 energy cost. Choose up to one of your battle cards against 5,000 power for the duration of the turn. Then choose up to 2 of your energies and switch them to active. and we play 4 of the weakest corrosions. So 1 energy cost, negate the attack, and you get to restand one of your energies. But that right there is our deck profile for the red Vegito leader. Like always, if you see that you say, hey, this might help the deck, put changes in there, put in the comments. Hit the like, subscribe button once again if you're a fan of the card game and you want us to do more deck profiles. Put them in the comments below as well, and put what you want to see. So is there a strange system you want? We'll make it. We'll try to make it happen. And so until next time, thanks for tuning in. Like always, take care.